Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Demons Souls. It's time for us to deal with the swamp. Now, admittedly, I've been putting this off. It shouldn't be too bad for us. Obviously, if anybody's kind of like skipped past some of the smaller videos that are going to be between this one and the previous walkthrough video, I have changed to the Insanity Catalyst. I have foregone Magical Shotgun for now, just because I kind of wanted to give this a go. And I quite like it. Picked up a couple of new tricks. Something else to show you guys as well before we go in. I also found out that there is a glitch at the moment. Watch my health. 550. 50. Where are we? 550. Now, I don't know how long until this gets patched. I haven't seen anybody else talking about it. But if you have the Ring of Longevity, you can heal yourself. In addition, obviously, we picked up the Sodden Ring. This is in Latria. In fact, no, yes. Upper Latria, down in the swamp, near where you get the Fragrant Ring. If you have it in Pure Black Tendency. It's there just to pick up. It's kind of nice. It's going to allow us to be more mobile as we're in the swamp. Highly useful. I'm unsure as to what I think the second ring should be. I've gone with the Cling Ring at the moment. We'll see whether or not that's a mistake as we go forward. Just because this area is going to be continually draining our health, essentially, because of the poison. Which is why we have the Adjudicator's Shield. It's going to help. That's going to fight off 8 damage per second of it, thereby making us slightly more resilient to it. So we're effectively going to be switching left. If we're in a fight, then we'll switch this off. If we're not in a fight, we'll switch this back on. It's kind of how that's going to be working. Kind of like this as well. Get the MP recharging when we need it. Obviously, the Insanity Catalyst is a completely risky business, which is why you may or may not want to have it out. Just because it's halving the amount of mana we have. Now, luckily, the silver coronet seems to be on top of rather than halved as well. So, pretty invaluable. I've also done a bit of practicing at free aiming with the fire spray. Obviously, we've switched to all fire abilities here, as that is more effective than... Come over here. I like that he hasn't aggroed. In here. It's more effective against these than magic. I can actually two-shot these with the magic wheel on. I think whilst I'm not in the poison, then. Magical shot miss it is. Now, from here, I can be like... Well, it does have a drop-off. It's a little bit like an arrow, which is kind of weird, but... The fact that you can free aim with it at quite a distance is impressive. But as you can see, we are able to deal with them pretty quickly. Now then. I need to show you something before we set off. No Sodden Ring. Can't roll. Can barely run. Sodden Ring. Speed to move. This is why we are bringing it. And why I think it's important. Mostly for combat. Now that I think about it. So, I'm actually probably going to take it off. In fact, no. We'll keep it on, and we will put on the... I'm being risky, probably. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to run out and grab a load of gear over here. Most of this stuff is skippable, but I'm going to show you what it all is anyway. As you can see, we get to going pretty quick. So we're going to do the right-hand side first. In addition, we also have Noble's Lotus. I probably forgot to mention that at the beginning when I think about it. And that is going to cure the poison if we get desperate for it to be cured. As you can see, you can almost see the shield fighting against the poison for us, so it's just kind of handy to have along for the ride. So we just get it out, get a quick heal. Also means like let's say it takes a little bit off, we can probably use a Lotus, let it bring a bit of the HP back up again whilst the poison is rebuilding in the swamp, or get out of the swamp and then just let it regenerate a bit. But we're going to be spending quite a bit of time in the swamp on this side, just because there's a big ocean of loot on the opposite side of all of this land here. But we're going to do this right hand side first. And I'm probably going to sneak past most of the enemies. Most of them are kind of worthless for us to fight. Even the big guy just doesn't really drop very much for us, so it's not really very what's the word? Essential. So that's all this bit done. So with this side looted then, we're going to move our way across this way. I do actually have some notes up, but I'm trying to do most of this from memory now. I'm going to go through this way, and then what we'll see is we'll see some like kind of stepping stone islands that go out across. Ignore the jellyfish. Don't fight them, just avoid them. As long as you're running around, they can't catch you really. Let me go out here. This is where I'm tempted to put on the magical sharpness. Because we're going to be getting into a fight here, so let's be ready. We'll keep the shield on for now, and then once we actually get into the fight, we'll switch over. Cloak on. So if this guy hits me, it's going to be a one-shot. I advise you guys to continue leveling as much as you want. I'm aiming to have this character be somewhat capable in PvP by the time we finish this. So I'm going to stay at the level I'm at now, which is well, I'm going to get one more level, which is 80. Broken sword there. That's important to you to turn into one of the items later on, if you're interested in that. I need to refresh my. Got friends over there. That's just completely unfair. I need to refresh my invisibility before getting to this fight. Let's just make sure we're as healed as we can be. I don't think it's going to make any difference. If this thing hits me, then I'm dead. But it kind of depends on you not being able to move, so. Oh, you get. There we go. Come on. Oh man, I'm out. I need to bait an attack out of you. Bait an attack. Not that kind of attack. No, not fair. Do you not know I have a severe lack of mana right now? Stop that. Right, all good. So that is Red Phantom done. And as you can see, this is kind of why I'm enjoying this build, because it's quite high risk, but it's a good laugh. And it does stupid damage. Lots of damage. In theory, we could continue leveling now with intelligence, because magic adjust does still raise on the insanity catalyst, but I'm good without that. Cat ring over here, important for those looking for trophies, as I know most of us are, so just make sure we're grabbing that. I love how I'm poisoned, but my health is quite stable, which is nice. Yeah, we need to kill those. We'll go and get this stuff first. That's everything up here. Yeah, that's everything up here. We're all good. And once you've kind of dealt with this end, there's nothing else to come out here for. Pure Sockstone, I guess. It's good. Get this unlocked, get that out. Just play. Oh, there's one still alive. Not fair! Need that MP regening. Let's do this for a bit. Just got items on this end. I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I? Generator is on. Good. Okay. I'm not bothering big guy. Like I say, we've got the loot. Probably would die kind of easily to the fireball if we had the ring on. I'm just not bothered. Let's just double check there's no other loot. Nothing around here. Doesn't drop anything special. Might drop its big great club, but I just don't care. And that is done. Ooh, I missed a bit of loot. That's what camera is for, see? See? Nearly went past it. Somebody was going, Joe! There's a sucker's chunk! It's like, yeah, don't even use that. It's fine. We are mage. This is a walkthrough for... No, it's a walkthrough for everybody, but as a mage. Right, bye. Oh, I wore off the wrong time. That was terrible timing. Luckily, we came out that right. I have to say, going up to the top of here is completely worthless. You are way better just dropping off, getting that straight away. Something following me. Just in case it is. You are way better just heading straight across there. Because basically you just end up fighting across a load of enemies and getting a terrible reward at the end and having to come back for this loot anyway. which I think is a thief ring. So just be aware of that. It's basically useless. But I've got to do it because it's a walkthrough. I need to show you the shinies at the top, otherwise someone's going to moan at me. Come on. I guess whilst I'm up here. Trying to get poked. Like, if you're doing the exact build as me, if you are doing this and you're not putting any more into Vitality, just be aware that a lot of stuff is going to one-shot you. In fact, even with 40 Vitality, I was getting one-shot on my streams yesterday, so... Just be aware of that. If you want a tougher build, put a bit into endurance and get some armor. I think the thing that my my character is probably missing is some resistances. But anyway, continue on. Two-shotting these is great for me. It was such a cheap spell anyway. Because this area basically takes one of our ring slots off us, it does really hit the caster quite hard. Grass jelly. Did it just drop down behind me? I think it did. Anyway. I don't have a location for every enemy. The enemies right now are kind of manageable, but once you get into the village, which is just over that way, it's just a bit further around. Things get a bit messy, to say the least. Right, so keep everything regenerating as you're going across here. So it's probably a good idea to have something like the fragrant ring on. It's not going to be on for long, but it just means that we get to regenerate a bit of MP whilst we go and grab some stuff out here. Bit of grass. I think that cures everything and puts you on full health. So dark green grass probably kind of handy right there. And then we get... Yeah, it was the thief ring. That's probably dropped from one of the enemies, but I'll grab it anyway. Don't really care. Marrow stone shard. Looks like some kind of tooth. Right, so these are easy to take them from range, so we're going to go ahead to do this. I should still one-shot them even without the... Yeah. It's just like a shooting gallery. Even without the thingy on. Progressing along, progressing along, progressing along. Not really too much to talk about. Toast some slugs. Now I was told on stream, apparently the poison in the swamp can overlap, so just be careful about that. Don't, even whilst you're poisoned, try not to stand in it too much. So those will just keep on spawning right there from that. So we're going to go and drop that down. That's actually going to give us a really cool weapon. So we're gonna sort that out. It's no good for this build, but if you happen to like faith stuff, then it is godly. Very godly. Right, let's see how this does against that. Magic sharpness. A lot of ring swapping. I do apologise. Just makes things better. Use my invisibility to my advantage. Really? I hate how they just kind of run in a random direction. And give me a spice here now, thanks to you. It does have a bit of splash, but obviously it's just not working there. I should just be able to do this against you. For the lulls. Let's take a quick heal here. Poison just eating away into my health pool. Doesn't like his way to avoid it here either. So, on Pure Black, this is where we're going to be coming for Primeval Demon. Get out so for some regen. They're really not great at attacking. They're only really dangerous in large numbers. Although in those large numbers they are very dangerous if you just get stuck and stun locked with them. It's all regenerating nicely up here. Nothing on me right now. Let's switch to some of that nice MP back up. I'm going to be using it in a minute. Now, I have been using souls to purchase aged spice, so we are going to have a better reserve of spice fairly soon, but we are going to be using spice quite often, as you can see with this build, so just be aware of that. Like I say, it's probably better for new players to use the monk soul to get Home and Soul Arrow, whatever it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called in this one, but the one that gives you a ring of magic balls, basically. We call it magic grape shot because it's like a shotgun going off. And then you want to attack this thing. Oh, come on. I want to attack that. There we go. Bit of free aiming going on there. Luckily, the fireball gets splash damage. Splash damage. Hit it here first, right? Yeah, I want to go across this way. There's a drop off to take as well, but I want to get this item first. Then we're going to come across here. Oh, that one's still alive. Ouch, do you mind? Busy. Okay, so a bit of free aiming here will also do you some good. Look at them all. So many. There's a nice big sword in the middle. All faith players want to have. That's kind of funny. A couple of them it is. Smash. Am I right? A little bit difficult to get all of them, particularly the ones that are just underneath us there. But if we roll off, we're going to roll into them. That's what I'm going to opt to do here. Let's come off this side. Onto here. Get a bit of spice down me. And then basically I should be able to send a couple of these across. Now, just be careful here, because if they get into the swamp, it acts as like cover for them, and you can't target them properly whilst they're in there. They're kind of being protected a bit now by something. Whoa! There we go, let's see. Get them all in here. Oh, we're about to get stuck. As I was saying, it's really only in big numbers that they're a problem. Maybe we'll even do some of this instead. Works a bit quicker. Oh, that one's in the swamp now. A little bit of a dangerous position here. Come on. Like I say, individually not dangerous, but in large numbers, not ideal to fight, really. But we'll get through them. As you might imagine, these can all drop sucker stones. Surprise, surprise, we get this in the end. Sucker stone chunk, of course it is, and then what is effectively the Moonlight Greatsword, apart from it is a faith weapon. So unfortunately not great for us. I think that's everything. Oh, good. If you guys want to pick up the sucker stones, you can. It's no use to me, so I'm going to leave it there. So, there is some items over there. There are 4 of the big guys with the big clubs guarding 3 ephemeral eyes. We're going to go get those in a second. Don't think that we're missing it. I'm just going to open the shortcut first. I feel like that is the quintessential thing next. You're going to be feeling the burn at this point. Although if you do want to offload some souls, we are going to have the filthy lady just here. Which I suppose I might as well do. Bit of poison. For now. So we can grab some stuff. You can top us on some noble oats if you want. Full moon grass probably isn't bad. She's one of the most expensive. One of the most expensive vendors. Bear that in mind, but it's all there.
Finished already?
For you.
I only want my dear boy to be happy.
Aww. So we're gonna switch to magical sharpness. Bring this out. Little bit less poison now. A little bit. There's still gonna be little pools of it, but so I recommend being quiet. We come across. I'm poisoned already. Yes, I am. Oops. Take that stab. It's just preventing a lot of stuff from aggroing on me at once. There is tons of it. So we're going to try and clear load these out before we start looting stuff, just because there's so many. And they just start literally coming out of the woodwork like that. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Get me out of here. I need to heal. Ouch. Get off. So when I say come out the woodwork, they come out the woodwork. Get out. It's my bridge now. Look at the ball. Obscene. Still something left somewhere. Grab you. Thank you very much. Use that up. Well, that was closer than I would have liked it to have been. But we did alright. It's all under there. Nothing too important right here. Most of this stuff is just consumables. Where are we? There's something under this way. In particular, like, there's some items, like, really far under the rafters, which were quite a disappointing pickup for me, in my opinion. Okay, so let's get out of here. Let that poison build go back down again. And then for this... Can you climb up? No. I could just hug around for that. Where is it? Let's be quiet again. Quiet is good. Why can't I find where I hugged around for that? Literally there. Or was it there? No, it was on there. I came across on that, I'm sure I did. It looks like we can get across on this as well, look, if you want to. Just kind of have the weird hug around thing. And then you can come out over here. Grab that. Getting all of this now just saves us coming over here later. We're going to be out on that stuff over there later. Look, so those two over there, they're just dark moon grass. Which I just found to be a bit counterproductive to go under there for. It's almost like, you explored under here, here's some health back. Which I guess is somewhat generous of them, but still. Oh. I was going to get away with it. Right, bit of mana while we're looking around here. Let's just off an enemy, it's fine. We're going to get it in a minute anyway. So we come across this way. So it should basically come across another village of enemies in a minute, basically. Just got to be mindful of enemies because there's so many. And they have such quick attacks, it's difficult for me to get out of the way of them. Where's the one that's trying to look onto? There. And you. And you. Everything's going to aggro now. Keep popping that spice. Oh, wrong thing. That's quite funny. Little mini fireballs for the win. Get you. That's my least favourite move. We managed to avoid most of it there. Look at it all. So much. Right, and all this stuff can come dropping on you and stuff under here if you're like going loud across this area. Whoa. The second one got you. Unknown hero soul. Got this for the shuttle. Seven corpse. Don't need to get around for there now. I've already grabbed that. It's fine. I take an aged spice there. That is good for me. Right, that, and that. I don't want to go and get that dark spice, dark grass, but I'm going to have to. Yes. Let's loot up here first. In fact, let's grab the shortcut first, just in case something happens to go wrong. Lake moon grass, thank you very much. I've not even started using better grass yet. This character. I'm thinking maybe it might be worth getting a second chance with this character. Under here soul, and then it is where is it? Where is it? So the ramp that brought us up to this level. There. And it's to the left of the hut on our right, which is just here for the shortcut. This took me ages to find. Don't know why, but it did. Clear all this in a bit. Could drop off for that though. Quiet yourself. Bit of MP. Look how far out they are. No choice but to get poisoned for that. Soul Edge. See me now, haven't you? Down. Sure he's got mates, just be careful. This bit always looks really precarious to me, just be careful of that as well. Just hug the wall. One of the few that doesn't betray you. Just planting our way along. Hello, Crystal Lizard. Forgot about you. Back you go. Faint stones. And then operate this so that it goes down. And that gives us a shortcut back if we do die. I'm almost tempted not to separate the boss for this area, because when I faced him last time it was a joke. And he's going to take even more damage this time, because I'm using the Insanity Catalyst. Well, maybe I will level up a little bit and get some intelligence. A little bit more MP is starting to sound nice. I was struggling to work out what I would actually add levels to. Because apparently the level for... Can I get you from here? Yeah, I can. That's kind of funny. I'll just free aim. Oh, you've run out of range. That's kind of clever. Just had to try it. I should have been regenerating MP here, really. I can on the way back. And a bit of health as well. Right, so drop off here. And here's all. I really, really don't want to go get this grass. But I must. Do that, I'm just going to have to fight you. Let's just show you guys the loot under here. I'll go get myself poisoned. I just wouldn't bother. Unless you really value having some dark moon grass on you. Hello, poison boy. Down you go. Oh yeah, of course you dropped the full set. That's twice that's happened. I didn't know if it was random. I'm gonna go with that guy always drops that set now. And then leave this little area to go and grab the ephemeral eyes. And that sets us up for the boss. How much time are we on? 32 minutes. That's not actually bad. Provided I don't die to these humongous mongrels of doom. I don't even know why I bothered healing myself of the poison. Maybe I'll switch to a better grass. I'm using two anyway, might as well use late grass, haven't I? Right. So, I don't really want to be switching this in the poison, so let's get that on, that on, that on. That on, that on, that on. We are all good. Yeah, we keep the shield on. Once we get over there, we can set ourselves up. So we're going all the way out here. Oh wait, of course, there's a slug over here that drops an armor set as well. Let's get that on the way out. I don't know what the lore implications for the slugs having like the Moonlight Greatsword and this armor set is, but it's here. We go there to grab on the way back. If we win. If we win. So we can take them one at a time. If you miss wrong on this one, you can hit another and you end up with two of them. The biggest problem here is not being able to block their attacks. There we go, there's two. I knew that was coming. Because if you can't roll out the way of the clubs, then they are very lethal, but as we've got them right now, if it goes on me now, I'm probably a bit stuffed. That's... There we go. Really mana heavy. I don't know how good this is going to end up for me. There we go. Really? I thought there was three. Why did I think there was three? Oh, never mind. Take a quick heal. Oh, that's still not even a full heal. Got that. Why did I think there was three? Oh, that was just from an enemy. That's why that's there. I have no memory of the loot because it wasn't there before. That's why. And that is everything. Everything done. So now we can head to the boss room. I will have to separate the boss off because we're at 35 minutes. I don't want to take it too long if I don't have to. It's gonna be a joke. Putting a guide in for the fireball is gonna be laughable. I think it took me like 1.5 minutes on the stream. And that was without the Insanity Catalyst. Let's do that. I'll spend all my souls on you. Come here, darling. You deserve it. Actually don't, but... Go on then. We could buy the Murden set if we wanted. Not really for me. I mean, we could go for something like to give myself some more protection. Might even try something like that eventually, but no real need. We can get like... I can only have one. Out of character capacity, apparently. I guess it just must be full on weight. I can't carry anymore.
Finished already? I only want my dear boy to be happy.
So this quick puddle will go. And then the boss room is quite close to where we were earlier, so I'll show you. So we went up the ramp before to get the shortcut. It's basically there. I don't think there's any more items for us to pick up. If there is, obviously I can show them in the next part of the video, but we're pretty much done. Pretty much done. Not there. So, if you're coming from the shortcut, you'd come down this way. Cross this plank just here. And I think is on the other side of this little shack thing, there's a drop off. Yeah, here we go. So you can go underneath. No. You can go up there even and drop off. There's a knight up there. Let's go and grab that. Why am I not remembering? So I guess the drop off isn't any better. Why did I think the drop off was better? Anyway. Goes back. Goes down. Goes back. And now we're ready for the boss. So if you brought your fire spells along, this is going to be quite straightforward. We're basically just going to fire a load of fireballs at it. And that is going to be the end of the boss. But I shall catch you all in a few moments for that shortly.